My heart weeps for diaspora investors buying plots in Nakuru. So that was the title of a video that I did about 1 month ago, and I was in Lanet. I was on a rooftop of an apartment there, and then just looking at the surrounding, I just saw how much of that area of Lanet still remains undeveloped, even in the present day. And even after, that area was subdivided into small parcels of land, which we call plots, the 50 by 100, many years ago. Today, much of it still remains undeveloped. So that video has attracted, a lot of reaction, and I thought, why not respond even to the comments that you have made right there. And so this is a follow-up video of the same, and I believe if we keep on engaging like this, by the end of the day, we'll keep on informing each other and educating each other, and by the end of the day, we'll be making wise investment decisions. So the basis of all this is that Nakuru has not reached the level of a sprawling city, Now, the basis of this is that in recent years, we have seen so many land selling companies, particularly here in Nakuru, going even in the remote areas of Nakuru, going in the very outskirts of the city, and selling plots there, going to totally virgin lands, and subdividing those into plots again for sale. Of which actually some of those land in other areas such as Solai, some parts of Bahati, or actually the entire of Bahati is, it's agricultural, and parts of Sobea here in Nakuru, folks have been going there, that is land selling companies, to sell small plots of land in agricultural areas. And so that forms the basis of this discussion. Why are we going to cut fresh parcels of land, yet the ones that we already subdivided even many years ago, they are still not developed. Those areas are not full, or they are not up to, to the capacity that they should be, even many years after those areas were zoned as residential. So I picked Lanet. On that day I was in Lanet, but it's not just Lanet, even many areas around the city of Nakuru here. You go to the various estates around the city of Nakuru, there is so much room, there is so much room for you guys to build your homes there, But now, I don't know whether it is because you lack information, which is actually now why I am here, to inform you better. But we shouldn't, from where I sit, I feel we shouldn't be going to cut fresh parcels of land. Yet, those ones that we cut many years ago still remain vacant, underutilized, and undeveloped. So I was in Lanet, but it's not just Lanet alone. You go to Free Area here. A place like Free Area is one place where you find those old homes, in Nakuru that used to be mud homes, okay. In the interior skeleton, they used to be made out of mud, and then on the exterior, they apply plaster. You will find them here in Free Area. Free Area, it just needs a major upgrade, okay? Especially in a commercial sense. For apartments, modern apartments, Free Area is right there. We should be putting those apartments right there, Free Area. Why go down the city, like 30 kilometers away from the city, to go build there? So those are the questions that I'm asking. You come to section 58 here. There is so much room to build at section 58, but we live there. We skip all of that. We are going further and further and further. You go this side. You go to Kiamunyi, for instance. So Kiamunyi is one area that is, kind of like Lanet style. It has this urban and remote feel vibe. So you go to Kiamunyi, you will see, yes, we have, the residential homes, etc. But still there is so much room in that Kiamunyi to build. So why are we leaving all that? Kiamunyi, you will find even 10 acres just intact. So why are we leaving all that and going to cast fresh parcels of land? Shouldn't we be filling these ones that we did a long time ago before we go to the next one? Those are the questions that I've been asking, and I got so many reactions, and I just want to do a follow-up video going through the comments one by one, and then we keep enlightening each other. So now let's go immediately into the first comment here. It's all about the money grabbers taking advantage of diaspora. That is what I now realize, Ezra. No matter who criticizes you for sharing this truth, you are speaking the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So clearly, this one agrees with what I said in that video. So another one said, those of us in diaspora, don't buy land in crowded places like Lanet. Go towards pipeline, cheap and with fresh air and clean environment. Okay, there are some bits that I agree with this comment, and there are those that I disagree. For instance, this guy says, don't buy in crowded places like Lanet. Surely, I feel I should go to Lanet and just walk around, and then we can all judge and see, is that place really crowded? Because honestly, then probably this guy did not watch that video. I was on top of an apartment, and then I'm seeing empty parcels of land across. Is that place surely crowded? Then he tells people, let us go towards pipeline, cheap with fresh air and clean environment. Well, pipeline is one area in Nakuru that is setting itself as a high density apartments area. You go to pipeline, it's apartments are popping up, so this one has already taken its line. So if you go to Barnabas, there are places in Barnabas that are residential and there are others that are commercial. So when he says go towards pipeline, if you mean Barnabas, if you mean Greensteads, those areas I highly recommend. If you want a place where you can build your home. If you're going down to Kaka James, that one I highly recommend. It's okay. There is room for you to settle right there at a place like Kaka James, and have your beautiful nice home right there at a place like Kaka James down there. But when we are talking about going down to Kongasis, for example, in the middle of agricultural land, and then somebody has like 2 acres, then they tell you, oh, we buy, then we subdivide into plots, then we make it gated community. That one is the one that I don't want to be part of that one. Okay, that one I highly do not encourage, So there are areas, just around the city, just do a 10-kilometer radius around the city of Nakuru, and you will see there's so much room for you to build your home there, or even to build a commercial apartment block right there, So, like I said, Nakuru has not reached the level of a sprawling city. A sprawling city, if you don't know one, is a city that has developed so much on the inner core that now it starts expanding outside in search of room to breathe, in search of room for business, in search of room for more industry. Nakuru has not reached that level at all. So these ones that we are doing of dotting things here and there, clearly we are not utilizing the resources that we have properly. Okay, that is misuse of resources, of the natural resource that is land. All right, so another one says, what you don't understand is that some people do not want to be close to large developments. I get that point. And that's why I said, if you go to a place like Barnabas here in Nakuru, a parcel of land will cost you, let's say 2 million to 2.5 million. You are not close to large developments at all. You go to a place like Royal Estate in Barnabas, Nakuru, it is purely residential. It is quiet, serene, vizuri, no large developments there. So I don't know if going down to Kongasis or down to Solai, then unless you want to, you are an off-grid person. If you mean off-grid totally, you don't want to see anybody, then you can go to Kongasis down there, or you can go to Solai, But if you mean, you don't want to hear maybe traffic, etc., Barnabas, Kiamunyi, even Ngata, those are places with no large developments. In fact, speaking about Kiamonye, recently I came across this company known as Havila Acres, and they are selling 50 by 100 plots in Kiamonye at 1.7 million Kenya shillings. You look at that area, the neighborhood is just mansionettes and bungalows. No large developments. In terms of amenities, there is everything in Kiamonye. If you are a parent with school-going children, so many schools around there, including international schools. If you don't have children, well, so many other recreational and entertainment places for you can go. If you just want to be at home, well, the environment is just ideal. Right there in Kiamonye, Havila Acres selling 1.7 million Kenya shillings at 50 by 100. Just 5 kilometers to the property from CBD, 5 kilometers. Their offices, they are at D&D House on 3rd floor. Havila Acres. So for that one, I highly encourage. It is close. It is not as far from CBD. You know, when I said Nakuru has not reached the level of a sprawling city, sprawling cities, if you're in Nairobi, if you're even in Roysambu, like you're not in CBD, in Roysambu there is everything. There is a supermarket, there is clinics, there is schools, there is everything there still. But here in Nakuru, if you take me to Kongasis, surely, when will I come from Kongasis to get a dentist? Let's say you have a toothache. That entire road of pipeline from Kongasis to pipeline, there is not a single dentist there. 30 kilometers. When will I travel 30 kilometers to come and see a dentist, surely? So that is the things that I'm saying. So Nakuru has not reached that level. Many of us in Nakuru still go to town. You know, our center point is still town. So that's where we get all the services, town. So why not stay close to town where you can get all the services? Kuliko uende huko chini sijui wapi. You see, so for those ones of Havila Acres, 1.7 million Kenya shillings, and I feel that price is a bargain. Tafadhali, their number is on the screen. Msinipigie mimi, wapigie wao direct. Mwanze kuongea, take it from there. Sawa sawa. And there are no large developments kule, like huyu amesema hapa. I get your point, but most people in diaspora prefer virgin lands. Really? With new planning. What planning? And less crowded, because some of them plan to relocate in 10 years and other factors have open mind and they will give errands. Errands? I don't know about errands. So you prefer virgin lands. Do you folks know how hard it is to start doing road, now do drainage, now do steamer? Actually, unfortunately, some of those gardens, you know, whatever gardens that you're being sold to, like, it's not like I've not gone to them. I have been to them, and I've even interacted with some of you in diaspora. You come here, because I went with one to the ground. Paka nikamwangalia nikona, like, she feels like crying. That's why in that video I said my heart really weeps, because my heart felt for her. Yani alifika ground, hakuna stima. Zile shule alikuwa anaonyeshwa kwa picha ati shule, there is nothing around there. Sasa tuko hapo tuko like, woi, hapa ni nchi gani tumekuja? You know, so that's why I said my heart weeps for them. Na nikona, let it weep with many of you as well, so that by the end of the day, we make wise decisions. So now back to that thing I was asking you. Do you know how hard it is to start paving, let a steamer, let a maji, you know how hard, let a internet, you know how hard it is to bring those, like, from zero, mpaka zikuje. It will take like 25 years. It will take 25 years. Right here in Nakuru today, places that were subdivided even kule nyuma, even that Lanet which I was mentioning, most of it doesn't even have tarmac roads around, not even cabro paved roads around. But how many years has this taken? So you are saying you want to go and start from totally zero. Fine, if that's your thing, sawa. Sawa. That plot you have for 4 million, I am sure the person bought it probably for 200k many years ago. This is bad advice. Okay. You can sell your plots without discouraging those people buying land in Nakuru. I've bought 3 plots in Nakuru and they are all in areas coming up. And from experience, it's only a matter of time before town gets there. Okay. I remember when Section 58 was empty. Look at it now. Section 58, even today, it is empty actually. You know, like Section 58 can do so much better than it is today. So it is still empty. So, and then when it comes to price, you are saying the one selling 4 million, they bought it 200k. back then, well, fine, but then did they buy it to just be looking at it? Because another thing I've realized is that we have some of you who just buy land. You just want to be like, you may buy land. You know, like, yeah, like you just want to be seen. Or you're buying because others are buying. You know, you're buying without a plan. You know? So, well, your opinion. And let's keep scrolling. EZRA, I'd appreciate your self-marketing strategy, but remember that some of the vacant plots you are showing may not be available for sale and they could be overpriced. Not be available for sale, I agree with you, because there are some folks, again, who you go around a very prime area and you see imeandikwa plot not for sale. And so you wonder, someone has a property touching Nakuru Nairobi highway, very prime, just within the city. Before, like from town to like free area, someone has a property touching the highway there. And then you see a big poster, plot not for sale, land not for sale. Sasa, then what is it for? It is undeveloped, it is not for sale. What is it for? In fact, there should be a law that anybody who has property in the city and it is undeveloped, there is no activity on that property, that land should be repossessed by the government. There should just be that law. Because now, you folks who are holding land, you are the folks who force now other potential investors, mtu ati yako na pesa, you are the ones who are forcing them to go now look for options away from town. You know, especially those building, those putting commercial establishments. You are the people forcing them to go and look for options kule inches. So yes, I agree with you, David Gashoka, that there are those who are not willing to sell their plots. But now we wonder, what are they for? All right. Kwani hiyo Lanet hakuna watu walianza kujenga? That's not a sales strategy. I'm actually not doing a sales strategy. Oh, this guy is the same guy who's commented again. Okay. Kwani Joska kulikuwa na watu 10 years ago? I even went to that Joska in Nairobi. I'll talk about that siku ingine. Sisi tunataka mahali hakuna watu wengi. We develop the infrastructure and necessary facilities. So have you developed it? Nyinyi mnataka mahali hakuna watu wengi. Then what? And actually this idea that tunataka mahali hakuna watu wengi, I know people here in Nakuru ambao kwao ni bahati. They have even homes there, kule remote, but do you know where they live? They live right here in town, in apartments. They live right here in Naka. In an apartment, somebody has got their home, but they live in an apartment right here in Naka. When I ask them why, well, they want to be close to work. So when you say you want a place with ati hakuna watu wengi, I've said, Barnabas hakuna watu wengi bado. Kiamunyi hakuna watu wengi bado. Ngata hakuna watu wengi bado. Well, kama unataka kujenga nyumba yako Nakuru, consider those areas. Hata hiyo Lanet hakuna watu wengi bado. Sasa what are you saying? So you want to go once from zero? Weke stima, weke nini? Really? One thing I would not do in Kenya is to buy land to sell later. Land is already overpriced and most of the time reselling is hard. If I don't plan on using it, I'd rather buy some secured bonds. So easy to liquidate than land. Very, very true. Buy land and sell later. So I'll discuss that one in another video. This one of buying land and selling later. For me, that is like this parable of the sower. That, you know, there is the dad sower. So Jesus said that there was once a master who gave somebody 5 coins, and then another one 2, another one 1. So the master went away, and then he returned after many, many years. When they came back after many years, they found the one with 5, they had multiplied to 10. The one with 2, they had multiplied to 4. The one with 1, alizika, atekingoja master arudi, amurudishie. Those people who go buy land in this present day, the ones who buy land to sell later, you belong to that class. Okay, so I will elaborate that in another video, specifically to discuss about buying land and selling later. Another video. But to me, you belong in that category. Okay, the third sower. Ulipewa moja, we ukazika, ukaenda ukafold mikono, ati nangoja i appreciate niuze. Master anakuja na kuuliza, hujauza paka wa leo? ndio wenye wako Nairobi Nakuru highway wameguza barabara, master amekuja bado paka wa leo tangu baada wajauza. All right. Those realtors sell diaspora clients properties that they can't buy back themselves. Very true. Hawa wanaozanga sijui gardens, sijui what Kiamunyi gardens, sijui nini gardens, sijui Ruiru gardens, sijui Thika gardens, sijui wapi. If you try to sell back those properties to them, hawawezi nunua. Very, very true. Diaspora save your cash and use EZRA akutafutie kitu poa. Exactly, especially hapa Nakuru. People want to buy where they can afford. Again, who wants to invest in a nice home and next door you have rental units that do not conform with the bylaws? Well, like I said, I've made this one clear. There are places in Nakuru. I was even down at Kaka James. At a certain place, they have a nice gated community and it is controlled development. There are places within the city area, even right here at Blankets, where they have controlled development. Okay? So whatever you are saying, just that you have not gone to ground, and I'm ready to do the... Because hapo ndo mnaanguka mtiani. Just that you have not gone to ground. There are places, many places around the city area that have controlled development. Slotting into the mix at what cost? The fact is, more developed a place, the more expensive, of course. Most Kenyans cannot afford, and the agencies know it. Even where you are started from zero, those who started can educate you. Okay. I'm in Naivasha from Diaspora, very nice place, seated on a cliff, facing Lake Naivasha, Crescent Island, Mount Longonot, great scenery, join us. We are a few diasporas and very happy. I'm in Norway, my immediate neighbor, Germany, UK, US. Sawa, so this one here, they're advertising where they are. So if you guys want to join them, you can always join them. Well said, I have 3 plots of land, claimed it was land banking. Please don't invest with family members. Claimed it was land banking. Alafu zinakwama hapo miaka nenda miaka rudi. In your lifetime, you will not liquidate that property. In your lifetime. I love our country, but the way we organize our homes is completely without planning. Double-story homes, then single-story, within a small compound, then several apartments. All these with a small road in between different colored gates. Where is the city planning? Where is the city planning? That is also something that I ask I myself. When folks are going to subdivide agricultural land, kule chini Solai, into a 50 by 100. You see, for me, if you're going down to Solai, why not get 3 acres? Why not get 5 acres? If you're going down to Kongasis, get 5 acres. Get 2 acres. Why are you getting a 50 by 100 plot in the middle of nowhere? Like if you stand in your plot, you look right, you look left, you look north, you look south. No people. No people. No. Hata ukikuwa mgonjwa usiku, nani anaweza kuja kukusaidia? But at the same time, there must be first person to begin. Hata Lanet kuna wenye walianza when it was vast land. Yes, sasa vile walianza, na nyinyi pia kujeni, mujaze hapo kwanza, before tuende kukata kwingine. Good advice. Chukua tu hizo plots za watoto wenu. Ndio 20 years wasinunue price ya 2045. Hii ni mambo ya speculation na appreciation ya land. I'll talk about that in another different video. Hey Diaspora, I have half an acre piece around Shiner's Boys near upcoming Kingdom Seekers housing project. I would gladly like to subdivide the parcel into 4 equal portions. We come up with our own gated community kind of setup. Haya, sawa. Kuna mwingine amewaita hapa. You go to Kombaruk, mkae pamoja na yeye. Middle class FOMO, fear of missing out. Exactly. This is one thing that I've always felt. Some of you especially ambao mko pale diaspora, because you have no proper people or you don't really invest into the groundwork, the ground research. This is what, you know, the fear of missing out is something that I feel in our effect. And then the adverts, the marketing is usually packaged so nicely that actually you feel ni kama walai mashamba imeisha Kenya. Haki nisipopata hii, mimi sasa kuisha. No. Even in my travels, nimepita hata hii barabara ya Nakuru kwenda na Nyuki, like you see so much land, landscapes. Like mimi hata, like those are options for a millennia. Landscape. So shamba ishi, keep your money when the right time comes in the right area, nunua plot yako, jenga basi. Fear of missing out. You are right. I bought a piece of land in Nanyuki and it's going to take decades before people start moving into that area. I've been trying to sell it with like it's 5 acres and has a dam. If you are interested in 5 acres with a dam in Nanyuki, this guy ako nayo. I am in Sobea. We have beautiful developments coming up. Come and join me. Not plots, more of farming setup. Exactly like I said, if you're going to Sobea, a place like Sobea, agricultural. Yani mali unasimama hivi. You know, Sobea, there used to be those acreages of wheat farmlands.
Hello everyone. Habari zenu nyote. Karibu sana Advent Med and Dent Care Center. Do you have teeth problems? Do you have pain in your mouth? Do you have bleeding gums? Do you have gaps on your teeth? Do you have brown teeth? Kuna meno zinakuuma mahali? Kuna shida yote ya mdomo? Tafadhali visit us at Advent Med and Dent Care Center. We are located at Polo Center, first floor. We will give you all services pertaining dentistry. We do dental consultations. We offer dental x-rays. We offer children's dentistry. We do replacement of teeth. We do braces. We do extractions. We do surgeries. We do teeth whitening. You are welcome for all services pertaining to dentistry at Advent Med and Dent Care Center. Karibuni sana. My name is Dr. Sunday. Thank you.
But at the same time, there must be first person to begin with. Hata Lanet kuna wenye walianza when it was a vast land. Totally. You are so right. We buy land because of the names. And then you call and ask, I can build there, unaambiwa give it a few years to grow. Yeah? Because people are usually doing the waiting game. You buy land and then wewe unangoja ule ajenge, ule pia anangoja ajenge ule. It's psychological. So everybody is waiting for the other one to start. And then in 10 years down the line, unapata ni wawili tu ndo waliwahi anza. I love okay, that one I had seen it. How much is land in Lanet? I think I had said that. EZRA, you are right, especially to some of us. I'm a victim of this scam. They call it a scam. Bought a plot in Kajiado. Hadi sahi, nobody has ever built anything there. Not even a latrine. The only challenge is that not everyone can afford it. I believe you are talking to those who can afford plots worth at least 3 million. Not really. Even right there, I've already said, within the city radius of Nakuru, you know, from Barnabas to like Kiamunyi Masinjeri there, you go to Tungata, you know, Tungata Gate up there. You go to Njorongata on this other side. You go to Pipeline, you know, that side of Kaka James. At most until Mzee Wanyama, many people can afford plots in that area. And they're not even going to 3 million residential plots. At like from 1.7, even 1.5 to 2.2, 2.5 there, you can get a plot. So, but the problem is, the bei ni kali. Si hata hapo Lanet kulikuwa hivyo mbeleni. Well, don't worry about price. Save your money when the price is right. Yani when your money is sufficient, utanunua. Those realtors sell diaspora clients' properties, gardens, that they can't buy back themselves. Obviously, very disheartening. Diaspora, save your cash and use EZRA kutafutia kitu poa. Thanks for the spanned info. More or less, how much does plots go for in Lanet? I think I've said. Mikono juu, tuambie bei ya quarter acre ni how much? Around 4 million in Lanet. EZRA, what do you mean by empty parcels of land? Yes, it's not developed, lakini wenyewe labda awauzi anategea ita appreciate value, na kama anauza utaambiwa 6 million. Hiyo mambo ya ku appreciate, I've already told you, you belong in the third sower. In the current generation, atikubai, especially for young people, tunabai ati ngoja i-appreciate iende wapi? You know? Because Lanet lakini diaspora investor anaweza tu manage 800k. Save your money, ikitosha, kama uafford kitu. Ukiingia kwa shop unaona hii kiatu yes naipenda, lakini ni 7,000. Kama uafford hiyo, so achane tu nayo. You know, ama save hadi ufike hiyo bei ya kuafford hiyo kiatu. Na mashamba iendi mahali, mashamba iko. It is not going anywhere. I second you, Ezra. No need of going to a desert. Obviously, compounding, very informative. Just reading the comments now. People don't listen, bro. Sometimes I normally say better rent and have a good place to stay than going to build while living in the place. I said it. I gave an example of that. The problem is Lanet is damn expensive. I've addressed price. I have 2 prime acres in Nanyuki. I need to sell. Well, are you talking about me? Oh, hey, this one, I touched them. I bought 2 plots up on Gata, gardens in brackets. Why? 2 years down the line, bado hakuna mtu amejenga. I have already told you folks. If the fresh land they bought is genuine and has title deeds, then I think it's okay. The prices are favorable and they're not building tomorrow. Save your cash, ama invest in, do something else. Actually, like here in Nakuru, we need businesses in town. That you are 400k. So kuji ufungue tu hapa hata juice parlor, hata kama ni kinyozi, hata kama ni nail spa, these small businesses. So you come and open businesses hapa, at least kesho kutu uko na cash flow kuliko kuenda kuzika. Sasa nimezika na ngoja you appreciate. Come on. Kwanza hapa Nakuru, we need businesses. So many people are unemployed. They just need a place to wake up. Aende tu hata ya feel nilienda job. Hiyo pesa yenu kidogo kidogo. Just set up business in town instead. At least you have cash flow. Yeah. That hill, is that Dundori? From where I was in Lanet, I think that hill, yes, is Dundori. Wapi hiyo ya 400k? I'm interested. Well, tembea konga. Mimi sitakuja. Mimi, I am about development in the city. Kama ni uko chini, enda peke yako. Mimi sikuji. Anyway, you are doing a good job. Okay. How much? Nilisema price. Price determines. I've spoken about. Any update on the airport? Regarding the airport, the thing with Nakuru is that there is access to information is very limited in Nakuru. Things like airport, it is the county which is supposed to be telling us, guys, we have reached here, we have reached here, we have reached here. But I have never had any information since the groundbreaking. If you go to the internet, there is just one picture that was taken there with the former governor, Lee Kinyanjui, and I think it is on KTN. Apart from that, there has never been anything regarding the airport in Nakuru. So I don't have any update myself too. Middle class FOMO, fear of missing out. I said about that. Hata those people, they once had neighbors. It started with one followed by the other. So to leave your conversation yako, it doesn't make sense. Secondly, it depends with someone pocket and his or her plan to build home. Someone yuko na 350k, unataka akuja hapo Lanet. Usikuja Lanet na 350k. Kuja Tao, weka biashara. Mashamba, ukifika bei ya kununua shamba mahali prime, utanunua. Kuja weka biashara, bas, watu wapate kazi na wewe mwenyewe ukuwe na cash flow. Better akabai kichakani, woi, really? Cause anyway, is his or a plan to start building or moving there immediately. Nitafutia moja hapo nitanunua. Ezra, you want a contractor company to build a house. Could you connect me to one in Nakuru? Kindly DM our office line 0791055678. Conman 100%. Ezra, why don't you walk around, find out who's selling and post it for Diaspora clients? I've been posting these mashambas, but most of you just look and then like and then comment. You say, oh, looking good, but you never buy. Eh? Why does a crowded country like Kenya always go for bungalows? We can use the land better. Okay, hapo, it's not the discussion for today. Nikifanya research more about that, I'll talk. That place is extremely expensive. No. A place that's selling land 1.7 million. Anyway, expensive is relative, yeah? Those empty plots in a net are extremely expensive. Oh, another one. Ezra, issue ni price point. Oh, we've talked about price. Price in Lanet, price still. I've called you a few times, but you don't answer. Unless you call me on Sunday or at night. Our office line 0791055678. I buy land from Imara Land Investment. Huyu ni advertisement. Inaitwa Buroti Maguta all day. Too crowded. Really? Now, wamesema crowded. I will go to Lanet, walk around, then we will again come back here and say, vote. Is Lanet really crowded or not? Because it is not. Kujeni Ngashura, maploti zimejaa. Ngashura, I think is somewhere na huko Mawanga kule chini. Folks, yes folks. I am on that. Alafu akapiga makofi 100%. I hope I covered many of the comments here. But folks, by the end of the day, what I'm really looking for is let us invest wisely in Nakuru. I don't want my heart to be weeping again for those buying plots here in Nakuru. You buy plots in a desert, you buy plots that there is nothing just because you did not do your research on the ground. If that is difficult, kindly send me. You know, Mimi, I'm available to go here and there as EZRA, the errands guy. That is just where we go wrong. So especially for diaspora, fanya research yako tu vizuri. Within a 10-kilometer radius in Nakuru. Even right here in Milimani. See where I am in Milimani. Look at the environment in Milimani. Look at the roads in Milimani here. Look at the scenery, the greenery, the everything in Milimani. Hata hii Milimani mmeachia nani? No, I mean, you are going uko chini Kongasis, down to Solai, down to Sobea, Milimani mnawaachia nani? Exactly. And I even did this video in Milimani here today, at least to lift your spirits. Uone yenyewe, there is something that I can get better. Si uko kichakani, Maliyo anasema ati kichakani. So by the end of the day, let's keep around this discussion. I'm really looking forward again to your engagements. Let us enlighten each other, inform each other, educate each other, so that we make proper, wise investment decisions. But bottom line, mashamba yendi mahali. Kaa na pesa yako, in fact letee biashara hapa town, alafu unakuwa na cash flow pia wewe. Mashamba yendi mahali. Diaspora, mashamba ishi. Take your time, come to ground, fanya research, sasa decide kama nitakaa hapa ama sitakaa. But for today, juu niko na Havila Acres pale Kiamunyi, tafadhali, their number is on the screen. Call them for more information regarding those properties. Barnabas pia ziko. Pipeline ziko. Just around the city. Mimi nataka maendeleo hapo. Na wale ambao mmeweka mashamba tu imekaa hivyo inaguza paka Nairobi na Nakuru highway na hakuna kitu unafanyia, sasa si basi utupee sisi tufanyie vitu. Sisi tuko na vitu tunataka kufanya. Tupatie bana.